Hey guys, Ken's 97 Stowe. I'm here at a place I've not been in a long time. It's been at least a couple, 3 months. I think it's longer than that since I've been here. We previously posted a video of me coming out of this place. It's a double 45-degree back into this place. And we will see whether I make a fool out of myself or whether I do a good job. This is a 4-pocket trailer, so it's long, and that will certainly not help. This might take me 5 minutes. More likely it's going to take me 20 minutes to get into this place. Because you got to get in and out. You can't see where the hell you're going. First part's easy. It's a 45-degree driver side back, but then you got to blend that right into a 45-degree blind side back, and then end up close to the driver's side to hook up to the hose. In other words, it's a pain in the fucking ass. And of course they put this fucking container right in front of me here, which won't be too much of a problem. First thing I'm going to do is, there's nobody back there because he told me there wasn't. So what I need to do is get back in that hole right there. Of course, I already fucked it up. Quite yet. I was a little too close to those pallets over there, and somebody left a pallet of something over there up against the wall. But I don't want to get too close to the opposite wall either, because then I got to rearrange it again. Now what I got to do is try to continue, and what I should have done first is make sure my mirror can move. Of course, it doesn't want to move. Fucking international piece of shit. Now it'll move. Like I said, thank God manufacturers don't make cars like they make trucks anymore. I mean, seriously, how shitty would you feel if your 2-year-old car, the power mirrors, worked occasionally? I mean, really? And at this point, I need to get out and look, because you can't see over there. I probably won't make it. You got to be over there in that back right corner. And if I crank it, probably make it. You really can't see. It might work out. Plenty clear on that other side. I know it sounds stupid. Get out and look again. Alright, I got it. In fact, now my problem's going to be whether it'll, as the tractor starts to straighten back up, whether I end up getting too close to the other side again, because I need to be at a bit of an angle anyway. I love when trucks do that jerky shit. We're good. But I'm probably going to have to bring her forward a bit and get my mirror back where I can see what the hell I'm doing. You kind of got to shave right up against that silo because the hose that I got to hook up to is actually in the corner over there. So you got to get pretty close to this silo, otherwise you can't get to the hookup. What we're looking at. Brilliant place to leave that, you know? I mean, really, like you couldn't have put it over there. See the A-line bond? That's right. Oh my God, it's gone. I guess I'm hooking up to the B-line. That's interesting. That used to be where we hooked to. I guess it's the B-line. Yeah, I thought I needed to be a little more over, but it'll be okay. I'm back up a little bit more. We got to go to that hose right there. Okay, that's about all I need. Alright guys, I'd like to show you some more about how to hook up, but I need to go in and talk to, see if there's anybody in there to double check, and maybe I'll make a second part. Since there's nobody here, maybe I'll show you how to unload. See ya, bye. Hey guys, I'm back. We're all hooked up to the pipe now, and I thought I would show you the situation. Kind of a pain, so I didn't record it, but I got the pipe hooked up to the back of the trailer, and now I'll show you what the process here. This is the blowdown valve. I'm going to close that. Make sure all of the aerator valves are open. They usually are. Close this. That's the line valve. Got to hook up the tank line to the blower on the tractor. You see how these are real floppy? They should be real tight. You want to bungee that because otherwise the pressure just builds up and it can pop off and can hurt you. So you want to bungee it or zip tie it. I zip tied it last week, but now I've got a bungee cord to hook to it, and that won't work. All it really needs is a little bit of pressure to hold it there. Now I'm gonna get the blower going, and what you do is you press in the clutch, stop the transmission, put it in gear, take it back out of gear. That makes sure that the transmission is stopped. Engage the power takeoff unit. Let the clutch out slowly, and you'll hear it. It's going to get very loud now, guys, so I don't know whether you'll hear me from now on. And then you want to hit the cruise and get the revs up. And I got to put in my earplugs. So this will get to about 110, 100 decibels, something like that. It's loud. Drive shaft to the power takeoff unit. Blower. Blows air. And through here. This is a one-way valve. It's going to make noise. I've blocked this off, so the pressure has to go around to the other side. It goes down that pipe, through here, into these pipes, and blows air up through the product and pressurizes the tank. This gauge right here. The pressure slowly climbing. I've got my hard hat here. That valve down there on the end of the trailer, this one right here, is the blow-off valve. So when I'm done and I need to depressurize the trailer, I'll use that. You got to make sure that's shut. And actually, that's why this trailer doesn't pressurize well. That should be shut. Trouble with the trailer yesterday, and I didn't notice that. That allows all that pressure to go to the top of the tank rather than through the aerators, which is why this trailer did not pressurize well yesterday or blow off very well. When the pressure gets to about 15, I'm going to crack this valve open about halfway, allowing half the pressure to go down this tube down there. The other half will still continue to go through the aerators. When the air blows through here, once I've got my pressure, I'm going to open this valve. The product's going to fall. As the air blows by, it'll catch it. At the same time, air is blowing up through the powder, making it kind of a liquid. Kind of like this. That's what the stuff is. It's kind of like that. Okay, we're almost at 15 pounds. Alright, that's good enough. I'm going to put it about halfway, lock it in place. Now I'm going to open the product valve, and this one sticks a lot. Now product is falling, being blown down the tube. At the same time as air is blowing up through it, makes it watch your line pressure and your tank pressure. We're going to go back here and make sure that it's flowing, and obviously it is because the hose is jiggling around. And it's going up that pipe, and it's filling that blue tank up there. That's about all there is to it. I'm going to stop the video because this will be about 15 minutes till anything happens. When it gets all the way down to the bottom, I'm going to shut that valve off, open that valve, empty this one, and all the way down. So I'm going to go for now until I got to do something. No point in filming for 15 minutes of loud noise. See you guys. Okay guys, we're back. I'm going to risk boring you for a short time. I don't know if you can even hear me over the noise. But you can hear the aerator starting to make some noise down there. Well, I can. You can tell how high it is. Empty. Full. So the product's right about there. So I may have started the video a little sooner than I should have. But for whatever reason, this trailer doesn't like to keep tank pressure. There's probably a leak someplace. I know there's one right back here, but you know, you just deal with it. I mean, 1994. But they work. What we'll see happen when the product gets all the way down, this pressure will start to drop. You could also go back and watch the hose. When it stops moving, the product is not flowing. The problem is, as this starts to get kind of low, a lot of times the product from this tank will fall into this tank, and you'll sit forever trying to get this first pocket undone. So a lot of times I don't wait. When the pressure gets down low enough, okay, it's down here somewhere. I go ahead and I stop this. I let that pressure drop, make sure that the line clears totally. Then I open this one. You can also close the aerator valve if you want, but because right now a lot of air is flowing up through a mostly empty pocket. If you close this, you'll hear the aerator stop. Now I'm going to close it. So now all the pressure is coming up through these three tanks. Also, I want to watch that tank right there. You can maybe you can see there's some smoke coming out the top. If that tank overflows, a whole bunch is going to come out. Sometimes that happens. Somebody at the factory orders product when they really didn't need it. But I doubt it. We only come here about once a month now. Unfortunately, this plant's kind of slowly dying, as a lot of steel industry is, up north in particular. From what I've seen, they make one particular product here, and that's never a good recipe in a modern economy. You know, you make one thing, and if that one thing is no longer needed, you're out of business. I think they make like steam radiators or something here, and I mean, I don't know anybody that uses steam radiators anymore, so. If it cuts out at any point, I apologize. It's probably the battery. I'll check it every once in a while. And it's still going. I'm going to stop until this tank starts to get low. So you can easily hear the difference. See, it's already right about there, and it'll fall. Alright guys, I'll be back in a few. Okay. They're all empty except for the last pocket. Here the aerator's making a racket like hell. Almost. It's down to the very bottom here. Now what I'm going to do is basically sit here and I'm going to watch the hose. When it quits jiggling, and I know the tank's completely empty, I'll close off the valve, go to the next tank up, do the same thing, come back, watch it, and continue to do that. And then once that's all done, I'll pressurize the tank up real high and briefly open each valve on the bottom to flush any extra product that's in the bottom. You'd be surprised how much can be left in the tank even though you think it's empty. And then when they put the next load in, if it's a different product, you contaminate it. I apologize if I'm talking too loud. I have earplugs in and it's very loud. Sound is really terrible, I'll probably just mute it and I'll type in the information. I'll annotate it. And that's probably it. Almost nothing. See, now the hose is jiggling again. Even at very low pressure, it will flow. I can kind of tell too by the sound that the aerators make it's done. come through. Kind of hear the aerators change tone when the product completely runs out. It's kind of a rhythmic noise to it, and the frequency and tone will change when the product's completely gone. Each trailer sounds a little different, but it's kind of similar too. Hose stop. Okay guys, now it's going to get really loud. Now it's going to get really loud. I'm going to pressurize the back up to 15. Pressurize it back up to 15 pounds, open that valve all the way, the tank will have pressure, all the blower air will be blowing across the bottom, and then I'm going to sequentially open each of those valves, and all that pressure is going to blow anything down and then blow it out. It basically helps clean out the pocket. And sometimes you can hear it. You'll hear it'll make a whooshing now, it'll whoosh. It'll make a whooshing sound when it's empty. It takes a while to get to 15. There's a lot of volume to fill up. There's a lot of energy inside that tank right now. Figure 15 psi is not much, but 15 psi in this volume is a lot of fucking energy. Sorry, I keep checking to see if the camera's running. We're almost done, so I'm hoping I'll be able to finish in one take. This tank's pressurized really slow, and I don't know why. Because it's an old COS. Probably a leak somewhere. One of the caps on the top. Should have filled in about half that time. That's pressure building here. Sound thing. Okay. Now I'm going to open this valve and all the blower air. Going to open that valve. Now all the air from the blower is running through the bottom tank. But yet the tank is sitting at 15 psi. So now what I'm going to do is open these valves. Hopefully you'll hear it. Now it's empty. But you could hear the sound a little bit. There was some product in the bottom. empty, that valve needs to be replaced. Alright, so we're done emptying the tank. They're all empty, and we're good. Now I'm going to open this valve, and it's going to be very loud, so watch it. Now watch the pressure drop. Put in the clutch, disengage the PTO, stop the transmission, turn off the switch, bring the engine back up to high idle, otherwise it'll quit. Now I can take the earplugs out, and hopefully I wasn't screaming that whole time. I probably was. I'm going to turn the engine off too. Alright. Now what we're going to do is undo all that we did. That stretched a little bit. That's funny. Damn it. The problem is these things are so useful, but there we go. Alright. See how that is? It's just so loose. If it, under pressure, if this were to pop off and hit you, take off your freaking head. So, and also this pipe is about 350, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you want to be careful. Don't forget to put the cap back on the blower. Otherwise you get rain and crap down in there. Alright. Tank's depressurized completely. Now we're going to undo our hoses, and we'll be out of here. This one might be a pain, because it was a pain to get on. See, the thing is all beat. It's all beat up. People have used. I just closed the damn. People have used hammers. See how beat up it is? People have used hammers. That just keeps it up out of the dirt. I usually make sure, you know, I don't have a tire out or something. I did this. Jerry rigged these lights. They kept popping out. That was a while ago. Alright, now. Empty. 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 We're done. We are done. Yeehaw. Now I only have a 5-hour drive to get back home. So I'll be home about 10 or 11. What the hell am I doing? I'll keep the video going until we get out of here. At least until I get out of this parking space. And shut the hell up. And we're all done. plenty of room here, but out of habit, I tend to swing as wide as I can in case you screw up. Alrighty, guys.